Разведка по плану. Прием.
I managed to run myself out of tea, so I had to make some coffee before the stream.
Оружие подвешено.
So, how about that Kola Peninsula map? Holy shit. It was the first thing I saw when I woke up. Zabby sent me one of the development screenshots from it in the newsletter, and I legit had to pinch myself. I thought I was being pranked. It's one of my dream maps for DCS. That or the Far East. And the advantage of, well, I mean, both of them would have a Lena M, but the Far East one would be up near Anadir. Or on Ruski, but that's Vladivostok's pretty far east, but it's not like far east. But the Kola map includes the Lena station at Rybachi, so hopefully they model that. The radar blockhouse is still there, like they're doing a modern version of the map, I'm pretty sure. The radar blockhouse is still there, but I don't think the antenna is. But it would not take a lot of effort for some enterprising individual to add an actual functional one. Which would be absolute dreams, honestly. Good morning, or whatever time it is for you guys. Give me a sec here to get DCS up and running. There we go. We're going to start out on Alpins. I was hoping to get some F1 in, but all the slots are taken. There's only 2 F1 slots in this mission. That's alright, we can do some F1 stuff later. I need to get a lot more flying time on it. I'm kind of the opinion that it's not a very good fighter. In fact, I'm of the opinion it's a pretty bad fighter. But I'm not sure how much of that is skill issues on my part and how much of it's the actual jet. I'm pretty sure at least a decent chunk of it's the actual jet. I don't think it's that good. Like, as a fighter, as a module, it's good. It's a lot of fun. I love flying it, especially low level, but as an actual, like, combat aircraft, it can intercept stuff and it can bomb stuff, but it's pretty crap at air superiority. Because there's not really anything it can do that the MiG and the F5 can't also do. Like the 21 and the F5 are just a cut above, really. And then the 19 just shits all over it, because that's how the 19 do. I don't know, like it might partly just be me, but I think a lot of it is really the jet. I just don't think it's very well suited to air-to-air stuff. Which is funny, because when it came out in War Thunder, there was a huge uproar about what a big disappointment it was compared to what everyone thought it was going to be. And, starting to see why. I think a lot of the people that were on the hopium about F1 versus MiG-23 are going to really start to get a reality check about it. I mean, like an F1 EQ would probably be a bit better. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm not sure how heavily upgraded the F1 EQ was over the C models. I know it had better avionics, but I don't know how much better. I think it had still the same radar or a very similar radar. But yes, it's going to be funny when the 23 comes out, because the 23 is going to beat the shit out of that thing without much effort at all. Hell, the 21 can beat the shit out of it without much effort at all. Hey, bagpipe. See how rusty I am in this thing today. Very quiet here today.
Hi. It is quite a tough fight. It's about 50-50 so far. Everyone's focused on the work.
Understandable. Hey, Lush. Thinking about it. Yeah, the old 21, she does pretty well against the F1. She does very well against the F1.
Go on, gonna kill some tanks for us.
Has a glare screen. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I like the plane. I actually really like the plane. I just don't think it's a good fighter. I think I'll fly it probably mostly with human GCI as a fighter. I'll probably use it for bomber intercepts, like on Enigma server or whatever. And I might learn to do ground attack in it, but as an actual, like, fighter sort of thing, like the 20, like the 21 is, it's, not much good. It's not bad, but it's not much good. The 21's better at it. So is the F5, in my opinion. It might be a bit controversial, since I know a lot of DCS players hate on the F5 and think it's not good enough, and, you know, it's...
Rossum, so far we
anything fighting it's unfair,
killing their Mirages, but that we're getting killed by their F5s.
Yeah, well, I was, funnily enough, just talking in the stream about that. I think the Mirage is kind of crap as a fighter.
Yeah, everyone who said it was a rate fighter, I think, no. It's not kind of crap. It's crap.
It's a rate fighter when it gets very low on fuel and has no missiles left, yeah.
Isn't everything.
It's a fun plane, I really like it. I just think it's, put it this way, I'd been telling people to expectation manage before the release, because I'd kind of heard about what it was like in real life, and I'd read through the manual, and yeah, like... A lot of the guys that flew the Mirage 3 and the F1 preferred the 3. Even with the weaker engine. Slow one circle, that's the worst thing for it against 21 or an F5, because both the 21 and the F5 are much superior to it in that respect. You get the F1 to a slow one circle in this thing, especially close to the ground, he'll kill himself before you kill him. There's like a... So it's something that MiG-21 guys and F5 guys do quite a lot when you're low. You'll hammer the rudder over to initiate the roll. If you do that in the F1, it'll kill you. It'll just roll straight to the ground. Found that one out during testing.
Of course, there's also the fact that people have got 1,000 hours in the F5, and only maybe 30 in the Mirage.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of the aircraft and a bit of people just not having time in it. But like, from my own experience so far, it's got horrific situational awareness. And it's really, like, it feels heavy compared to the 21 and the F5, but you can't really throw it around as much.
I read something from the Indian Air Force who said they would just, like, fire their radar missiles, blow through, turn around 12 miles out and come in again, you know, pitch back. So they would try and turn there, you know, but fire and streak through, and then when they were safely clear, then they'd turn around.
Yeah, the Phantom vs F-16 classic.
Seems to be the only viable 20Q as well, hit and run.
I mean, the 530, because the radar's kind of overperforming a bit, the 530 is actually really dependable in here, so yeah, that's like the one thing they have going for them.
I was saying earlier, when they get the proper
I was
fight
talking about the
like
F1,
Mirage
yeah.
2000 has,
Like,
then it's going to be a killer.
I like the module, I like the plane, but I think as a fighter it's very overrated. I don't think it's a good fighter at all. And I didn't think it was going to be that good of a fighter before release. I expect it to be better than it actually is. And, like, God help all the people that thought the F1 was going to be the death knell of the MiG-21, and that it was going to be a stand-up opponent to the MiG-23, because the MiG-23 is going to kick the crap out of it. This thing will kick the crap out of it if you fly it right. Like, it's not that maneuverable. Like, it does have the better thrust-to-weight ratio than the F5, but that doesn't actually help it as much as you would think it does. It's just not a very agile aircraft, to be honest. Who holds Keshem at the moment? Is it safe to overfly?
No, they do. They've had it since the very beginning. To the MiG overflying the airfield.
To be fair, if they ever actually fix the radar in this thing, it'll be a little harder at low altitude versus the F1, but once you're visual, it doesn't matter anyway. You know, like... A lot of the time you are going to be visual against them. Just avoid the 530 and get them into the merge, and you pretty much, you know, it's on you to lose. Horsey fades.
Merge with 2. South of Keshem base.
Yeah, I'm on the way. There's a third coming in. Shit, I brought the 800. I should have brought the 490. I'm gonna be fucking heavy. Yeah, I'm so fucking hyped, dude. I'm legit more hyped about the Cola map than I am about most new modules. Like, that is a dream map for me. We just need some PVO assets to go with it. We need the Lena M station at Ribachi. It needs to actually be modelled and ideally functional. And we need, well, because there's going to be the Museum of the Northern Fleet Aviation at Murmansk, right? So we need some interceptor assets. At least for the displays there. We'll drop lock because there's SAMs going off and I'm not sure if the Mirage is actually locking. Yeah, I'm double merged, SAM's going off, so I need to get out of here.
Are you in a grey aircraft?
I've got a custom livery on, so I don't know if you'll see it, but yeah.
Yeah, the bit specialty livery, isn't it?
Yep, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, good, I'll won't focus on you then. I was right, you're sick.
I got a Mirage in front of me somewhere, but I can't actually see him. Oh, I tell a lie, yes I can.
Yeah, I just had a merge call and I saw you.
He's in a left with me, low level.
Watch out, you're quite close to their airbase.
I know. Jesus, this sand's something, hey? Shit! Ah, drop lock right as I fired the R3Rs.
I flamed out again.
Did I get him? Something got him.
Flamed out while merge, lovely.
I think. I think they got a Hawk sight right on the airbase. Oh shit, it's gonna pull the wrong fucking EWR as well.
Well done them.
Fucking, god damn it. I hate this EWR shit where it picks the wrong one on the radio.
Oxide on that airbase with 1 Huey takes an hour and a half, so it's a lot of work.
Alright, Sam.
I'm merged with a MiG-21 again. Where the bad
I've got
guys?
a Mirage right under me, but I don't actually see him. Oh, there he is.
Make sure it's
My
not
left
me. I
wing.
just passed under you.
Yeah, that's you. I see him. He's above you, I think.
Avenger just fired. Avenger just fired. Look out.
I've lost sight of him again, crossing under you.
Getting out the way of the airbase. Don't want to fly over them.
Where's the Avenger?
Spent almost all our fuel already. 209 for 7. It's one of the reasons I like this mission. It's fucking fast and vicious. 219. That is back towards the airfield, but if I can get an opportunistic R60 off... I should have really shot it in with the R60 to begin with instead of the R3R. Okay, I got one hot on me, I think. Sam...
I'm on 6 and something, but he's dying anyway. I think he's going into the deck anyway.
There's the
so-
Mirage in
Yeah,
front of
he's dead.
that. Got missile out on him. Splash.
Good job, Roger. Down to a ton of fuel.
It's sitting about 1,100 liters. Burning it fast. This is Alpins. So what I usually do is I hop on Alpins in the morning. Well, it's morning for me, because that's when this server's populated. Then I, oh shit, that's the airfield, whoopsies. Then I hop on Enigmas once this server starts to empty out.
Airfield looks pretty clear now.
Yeah, I think it's okay. That or their SAMs are all on reload. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Nearest guy's 45 out, so I'm going to RTB quickly for a top up on missiles. Harass MP3 Orions in a Su-27, yeah. Hopefully, because in Modern Martin School, just north of it, I think, is the Museum of Aviation of the Northern Fleet. They have all the interceptors there. They got a Tu-128, they got a Su-15, they got a Su-9, like... If they model all the landmarks,
When
then
your compass is out in the
logic would
Mirage
say
21,
that they're
how do
going
you
to
get it
model
realign
that.
again?
You see the yellow covered button to drop the wing tanks. It's the white button immediately, like, right of that, 4 o'clock of that, next to the floodlights.
Thank you. Let me give that a go.
Cheers, man. I will. Thanks for stopping by.
It may be that I don't know where I am. I thought I was going east down, west down the south coast. Maybe I'm going east down along the north coast.
RSBN 15 or
Yeah,
16 for home, I think.
It was me. I was going, I thought I was heading along the south coast the other direction. It's the north coast. What a plot.
If anyone is in the tech commander slot, we need to send in our ground units now.
Sorry, Todd, so I forgot I marked the 2 cup sites.
Thank you. I've just seen north coast. It looks good.
We don't have attack commander. We got Larry in the JTAC slot, but we need attack commander to actually waypoint them. I might swap over while I'm on the ground.
So we got 2 cubs at the eastern end of Kesham,
Stop
near the
there,
north coast.
nice.
Yeah, the coverage is pretty good for them.
Yeah.
How about Daria's closer? It's like down there, but we'll go for Bandar. Simplifies things a bit. It's about as planned as my MiG-21 landings get. Normally I'd be coming into the fucking base turn at about 1100 kilometers an hour and just slap out the brakes, the gear, and the flaps as quickly as possible. Bad habit of mine, but it's more fun that way. One of the aspects of the mission design for this mission that I'm not entirely sure about still is you need a human TAC commander to actually order your units to move in to Kesham. I get why he's done that, but I kind of feel like it would be better if at least some units moved autonomously at the start of the mission. Otherwise, if you don't have someone in TACCOM, you know, the mission becomes unwinnable because your units never move. Or, you know, you have nobody in TACCOM for most of the game, you join late in the mission, then you find out, oh fuck, like, we have no units at Kesham. So even if they don't have any either, like, it takes ages to get there and capture it. "30 minutes, yeah, we've got nothing there.
Raccoon 1-1, holding 1-1, coming.
Raccoon 1-1, holding 1-1, go ahead.
Holding, Mirage on your left, 231, 6 kilometers. Raccoon 1-1, Mirage behind you. Holding 1-1, 11 o'clock, flanking left, on the coast.
Alley.
Hang on. Oh, Salty went TACCOM.
Flash.
Good kill.
Cheers, Salty, I'll let you move those units in.
Holding, there's an Abrams and some ground units on the airbase.
Copy.
We'll see. I said, I'll let you move those units. I was going to reslot into TACCOM to move them, but since you already did it, no need.
Yeah, 30 minutes left of the mission, not much else I can do now.
I don't think it'll be that long, because you've got to remember Orbex are, you know, it's Orbex. They have a lot of experience in this and a lot of assets, so I don't think it'll take them that long. Certainly not as long as it took Razbam to do South Atlantic. That said, maybe I've got an unrealistically short idea of how long it takes to develop Civi-Sim scenery.
Hey, Salty, you want to turn the troops and the second come up.
Already,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
As far as the combat flaps in the Mirage go, they only deploy below 300 knots. If you're below 300 knots in the Mirage F1, you're fucked. Like, that's been my experience so far. Now, your mileage may vary. I'm not exactly a great Mirage F1 pilot, but that's been what I find. Like, you get much below 400, 350, and she just turns into a brick.
Johnny assist 215.
The F5 has a similar problem, but the F5 is still more agile, and the F5's a lot more stable and easy to fly in that kind of regime.
Raccoon 1-1 behind you.
Which is the main thing, I guess. The F1's capable of high angle of attack, but it's very hands-on, whereas the F5 you can just pull back and kick the rudder and it does what you want it to. So Orbex's history, re-optimization, different engines. From memory, it's been pretty good. Like, even on my old PC, I can't speak to what they've done for Misfits, because I've only ever been able to play that on the new PC, but on the old one, their FSX stuff ran pretty well.
Odin 1-1, you are clear. Look for ground units at the airbase.
Copy. Had to ditch.
I will say as well,
but I got
I know, you know, a little while ago on stream I was bitching about Syria and how it looks so much better in real life. Well, that's still true, but the map has grown on me a lot. The more I've been flying it on Enigma server, the more I've noticed they did actually include a lot of micro-terrain features you don't really see on flight sim maps. So I'm coming around to it.
Ghost 1-2 missed.
Slowly. I think really its biggest problem is just the ground textures and also the trees. The trees are, first of all, too uniform in colour and everything, but second of all, and also too bright. They look like they're fucking acid green. But the main thing with the trees is they're fucking concrete. You touch one leaf with a wing and you're dead.
Somewhere inside the circle on the F-town map, or inside the town to the north.
Yeah, absolutely, Scotty. Now, my understanding is they're doing a modern version of the Kola Peninsula, but to be fair, it's the Kola Peninsula, and especially the eastern side of it, the Russian side of it, has not changed much since the fucking 70s. There's a couple of new airfields around Severomorsk, and that's about it. Like, it still looks very much like it did under Soviet times. So, catch me flying out of Severomorsk, or one of the other air bases up there, defending Soviet airspace in a, hopefully one day Su-15 module, if we get one.
Danny BG, provide cap over the Keshim airbase. 222.
There's a lot of MiG-25 and MiG-31 regiments up there too, by the way. For those of you who are really keen for a MiG-25 module, now would be the time to push it. Just saying. Late 70s to 1990s, early 2000s, seems perfect fit. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. But I'm slightly biased. Hello? God damn, what the fuck? That was annoying. Oh, the server went down, I think. Shit. I think the server actually went down. Let me check the Discord real quick. I think the server shit itself. I have to connect by IP anyway, because there's a 400 ping limit, and he moved the server to Austria, to a better machine, and that was enough to add about 100 ping. So I gotta bypass the ping filter by direct connecting. Looks like a couple people might have dropped. That's annoying. Looks like it was an Aussie internet moment. There's like half an hour left in the mission. I don't know if there's much point. Half an hour's a 21 sortie, we can do that. Probably should have balanced the teams, but whatever. I'm gonna see if I can go blue next round, because I do want to fly the F1. I need to fly it to get used to it. You know, maybe I'll just get good at it if I fly it enough. I kind of doubt it, but I'm not gonna find out if I don't fly it.
Okay, we have some tanks moving in from the north onto the airbase. Friendly.
I'll leave that for now.
Good.
Ooh.
That tank
Hello.
they left there, they hitting it well. Either that or I'm very blind.
Oh my.
Odin, check your right wing, that small town.
Oh my.
Copy.
Please. Please be for DCS. Please be for DCS. Please be. Oh my god. Please be for DCS. It looks like DCS. Those look like DCS Sidewinders. Maybe that's just the Hopium speaking, but oh man. Makara, how do you like the school bus compared to the Huey?
The Huey's a Ferrari compared to this thing.
Except the fast bit, right?
All except the fast bit, that's right. I mean, the Huey, you can throw it around like crazy, you know, land in 5 seconds from full speed, put it on a dime. This thing, big difference.
Yeah.
I way prefer the MI8s.
I like the Mi-8 because I'm bad at helicopters. Like, I can feel the Huey's an amazing helicopter, and it's a lot of fun to maneuver, but I'm crap at it. The Mi-8 kind of stops me from doing stupid shit.
Getting seasick in the Huey.
Yeah, like it wobbles so much.
Nah, you can get it. You can get it good. It can outperform. As far as maneuverability and all that, it's way better than the Mi-8. But I like the Mi-8. It's a lot of fun.
I find I can do things in the MI8 that I can't do in the Huey.
Oh, you do have more power to play with.
I can outdo anything in the Mi-8 in the Huey.
You know what I really want? I really want them to give us the mine dispensing ramps so I can fly over an airfield and just litter it with anti-tank and anti-personnel mines. Grief people via tire bursts.
The Huey's got the mass bumping issue, and also if you try and land it on any kind of slope, it topples, whereas the MI8 can land on a proper uphill.
The biggest problem I have with the Huey is I catch a skids.
I can put a Huey on the side of a mountain, no problem.
Odin Abrams marked on that, it's on the airfield. Check Mark 22.
The screen's X-Plane 11? Seriously? Holy shit. A little wobbly with my takeoffs today.
Mirage 247 30.
247.
Kangaroos! Thanks for the follow.
Same target, 230 40.
And welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Cap or are you RTB?
I gotta work out a better arrangement for my phone here. All my alerts actually coming up on the screen. I've had Beepski configured literally since I started streaming to show alerts in my chat, like
Oh, God, I hope
in the
I've
chat
got
bot.
enough to finish this
Never got it
killing a
working.
Mirage again.
Oops, forgot my compass.
That you just got your first kill this week or last week maybe. You're already greedy.
21 does that to you. Hey, Rhino.
Tell me, target 215 14. Circle.
Sort my track IR out again. There we go. I fidget around so goddamn much.
Splash Mirage! Woo!
Nice.
Good kill, good kill. Good kill. It took 3 missiles, unfortunately, but whatever.
Kill is a kill.
That's a kill on the Abrams. RTB.
Good kill. You can land at Kashim Island. All of you.
Excellent.
If you need to rearm.
Can we rearm there?
Yes, if Alvin didn't change it, we can.
Well, I'm right here, so I'll check it out.
Regarding that you cannot rearm the helicopters, you need to manually switch to the ICS from the radio on the Soviet helicopters, all of them.
Just open the window.
Doesn't work on the Black
Really?
Shark nor behind. Really? Yeah. It was like on the big end, some patches ago, it was like that.
Huh. You can tell I haven't flown helicopters for a while. We might do some flying today, once Alpin's quietens down, or maybe even next mission,
I've
depending
got
what it
some
is.
Bulgarian MiG right on me.
But if it does empty out, we'll head to Enigmas and do some flying stuff, I think.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna go and land at Kesham, see if we can get some more missiles.
There we go. Radar's awake now. I did take a 490 litre tank, didn't I? I'm surprised there's still fuel in it. So, 21. There's 2 of them up there, actually. We got a customer.
Yep, he's 20 miles from Kesham Air Base.
Motion F5, turn the engine nose.
There goes the bag. Oh my god. Just looking at the radar and seeing all the friendly contacts around that guy. Rest in peace.
Yeah, there's 3 guys on it. Rosman, you can try to engage.
Got 2 bandits 11 miles from Kesham Air Base.
C1. Rosman 207.
Yeah, I got him locked.
86. Oh, I got him. contact is probably
He's dead.
Diesel.
Another one tries to that.
Kind of one-sided.
Just a little.
Runway clear at Casham if you want to come in.
Let's see a 4-ship formation landing.
Land? Well, we just took off. Way too much fuel to be landing.
Can you dump fuel on the MiG?
Nope. Well, I mean, kind of. You just turn on the emergency afterburner.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
Yeah, it looks like you can rearm at Casham. Oh, look at that. Nice landing by the Bulgarians there. That looks beautiful. Looking good, guys.
I'm gonna jump into a mirage. Oh, there's a Gazelle. He's engaging the airfield.
Yeah, this is cold.
It's right.
This is
next
Cold
to the
War.
airfield.
Alpen's Cold War.
West.
A little bit of hooliganism, just to pep everyone up.
It looks like the Strela's getting ready to fire at him.
Slout again. Rossman, it's on your nose. 219, 6 clicks.
I see ground vehicles firing at it. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's lost its tail rotor. It's fucked.
Rick.
He was bizarrely high
Oh,
up for a Gazelle.
He's just eaten a second one right to the face.
Kind of feel sorry for him.
Yeah, only kind of though.
Okay, 10 minutes remain. Switching to blue team.
No!
Yes.
Why?
To keep some kind of illusion
Oh,
of
there's 10 minutes left. Why do that?
Do you want to be on the losing side?
It's not about the side, it's about the friends we make along the way.
It's about the
Well, the
mistakes
enemies
you
you
make
make
along the way. Exactly.
We need a score tracker, like the one Blue Flag has.
Man, they have Mike Delta and Tau both commanding already. D.
Oh, never mind, there are only 2 Mirage slots for reasons.
Bam! What went over my head there?
Me.
Oh, okay, not an enemy. Because my heat seeker's locked onto you. It looked like a mirage for a second.
Первый, 100
tank on your nose fired at something. Didn't see what. It's chasing a shadow. I wish I'd been streaming, what was it, day before yesterday. Me and Zach did some flying on this server on Desert Has Eyes, the EWR mission. We had this gorgeous two-ship formation going. It's fucking awesome. And he set it so that mission's like about 60-70% over, well more than that, probably 80% overcast, and alternating snow and rain. God, it looks so good. I'll put some screenshots in Discord at some point. Hey Dub, good to see you, man. We're on Alpin's Cold War at the moment. We're just about to cycle over to the next mission. Nice. Probably not that many people in DCS that actually took the time to learn that thing's systems after they realized the way the ergonomics were set up in it. It's kind of funny, like there was so much hype for the Apache's release, and then like a couple weeks after, there's not that many people you see flying it. Obviously Gato and Casmo, because they fly the real thing, but other than that, not many. I saw a lot of the guys that are usually down with the MFD stuff complaining. Mind you, the average DCS player seems to prefer the F-16's ergonomics to the Hornets, so, you know.
They all look clear, so hopefully we won this one.
So we have cash.
Yeah, we got Cashin.
Copy that.
Abrams east of our base.
Yeah, right by the road.
Yep, he just fired, he just killed our tank, I think. Marked on map.
I'm not sure we have anyone controlling ground units. Oh, we got an inbound bandit too. 227 for 30. Probably salty in his Mirage.
Trader. Ross, I'm right in yourself.
Yep. keep an eye out for 5:30 launches.
Got him locked. He's about.
Likewise.
He's about 2,000.
R3R away.
He's oh, I think he's on your tail now.
I see him.
I'm on his tail.
Kill him. You got another MiG helping out?
Missile out.
Good kill.
Yeah, he fucked.
Yeah, the DF1 really can't hang with a 21, honestly.
When you fox to him from like 200 yards.
Right as you fired, I was about to pull in behind him as well. Like, I did a full circle in the time it took him to do, what, about a half?
Yeah, earlier I killed a Mirage in a single turn. It was beautiful. I've actually killed 6 fighters this game. It's been
Nice, man.
That's so unusual for me instead of just like, you know, helicoptering around.
Got that MiG-21 bloodlust happening. 270 for 60 from me. We got another up at high alt coming in. Might go for him since the mission's nearly over.
We probably won't get him by the time we
You reckon?
game over.
Oh yeah, you're right.
1 minute.
2 towns. Oh, I kind of feel like I should do some plane stuff. But I also kind of want to fly the F1.
I might fly the Gazelle in this one. I need some Gazelle time.
So my Discord sometimes say hi. I go train my
flying the
CPG to
Apache
fly today.
ahead, so that's quite fun.
Of course I
Flying the
overflew an
Apache.
Avenger.
Good timing.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We'll have to fly together as well. I mean, I'm still flyable-ish. Engine's gone, though.
It's probably not a good sign. Something's just crashed into a hill. It might have been part of your plane.
Yeah, that would have been my wing. Not my whole wing, actually. That would have been, half my right wing.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me earlier. Just where the missiles connect, it broke off. Game over.
Saved by the bell. I reckon we would have been able to belly that in at least. M8 remains my favourite, just wish it had more useful loadouts. I kind of wish we had the meme ATGMs on it, the fucking Falangos, the shitty ones. Yeah, let's grab an F1. Every chance I get to fly this thing without a severely stacked team is a good chance. And then I think later on Enigmas we might do some Hind stuff. Maybe... Actually, let's go with the Normandy Neiman because it is a nice livery. We'll roll with... The Magics are available. Interesting. Interesting. We'll take them. We'll try not to be a naughty boy and use them head-on, but we'll take them just because I like having more agile missiles, especially against the 21, especially knowing that this thing can't really stand up to the 21 in a fight.
Request rearming. Copy.
Let's... Battery, pumps, master fuel, and starter. Wank the throttle a bit to get the engine alive.
Rearming complete.
Reset servos. We'll come over here and we'll just flip all of them. We'll get the radar to standby, which it shouldn't be on, but you know, whatever. Then we need gyros. Oh, that's where the fast direct button is. It's there. We'll get the ECS running, otherwise we'll start to have issues with the equipment bay. Get our lights on so we can kind of see what we're doing. We've got to do the alternator reset, which is up there. And then the last warning lamps are just equipment bay temperature, which should go away once the aircraft's been running with the ECS for a minute. Pressure cabin, because the canopy's open, it's not locked. And then cap, which is the gyros. We'll also reduce our radar sweep to 30. We'll reduce the range to 15. There's no reason to be using more than 15 miles range in this mission. It's very close quarters. Dump the flaps. And once the gyro is aligned, which it is, we'll get rid of the wheel brakes. Interestingly, it's still giving me the equipment compartment temperature warning. There we go, now it's gone out. Must have the temperature set a bit differently in this mission. How'd you set it to 15? My bind for that only goes to 6. They fixed that last patch, Rhino. You'll probably need to redo your radar binds. Was it pretty much all the radar binds need redoing, and I think there are 1 or 2 others that you need to look at as well. We'll uncage that. We'll set the backup ADI, because the main ADI in this isn't too bad, but the backup tumbles really easily. We'll also, even though it's not required, we'll do this. That's the nozzle steering high gain. Even though it doesn't actually do anything, we'll just for the sake of it, just for my role plays, we'll set up our transponder.
I feel kind of bad. We outnumber them horribly.
Yeah, it'd be like that with Mirage F1s, I guess. Give it a little while, they can bat phone some more reds in here.
There's also the issue that, as he said, a patch just dropped, so anyone who joins now is going to be on a different version to us.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't know, because Steam automatically updates everything for me, but...
Yeah, I know, but because we've been in the game for a bit. Someone joining now, you know.
Oh wait, a patch like literally just dropped?
Yeah, literally, like, it only fixes 4 things.
I thought that dropped like an hour ago.
JF, yeah, but I've been in the game more than an hour. JF-17, and also the server will still be on the old version. 2 lessons have changed, and the diameter description has been fixed to 13 feet and the manual crate.
All the important stuff then.
Hell yeah. And up in a gazelle.
Hey Chocolate, is Beepski working today, by the way? There's a lot of you here, so I'm going to assume he is. No? Fuck. Can you chuck out an announcement? I think you should be able to post in that channel. I don't know why he's doing this. He just doesn't like Discord now. Rude?
Because why fight for her?
I mean, if there's less of them than us, I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, I guess it will even out though in time.
Hey Legolas.
Then maybe I'll change size and fly a red helicopter after this.
Thought I was missing something. Beepski law. Yeah, Beepski's on strike. Well, he's not on strike. He works in chat here, but he's just he's boycotting Discord apparently. Because I haven't had alerts go out for like what, a month now? I don't know why. Because I didn't change anything. Beepski's just decided fuck Discord apparently. I swear he did this once before, but I don't remember how I fixed him.
JUL, how copy?
Another very important thing I always forget in this chat.
Come in, JUL.
Well, I've been hating it since day one, Sif, because it shouldn't have fucking happened in the first place. Do you recommend the F1? It's a lot of fun. It's not a very good fighter in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's already evened out. We got 6 MiGs in the air now.
But it's a decent interceptor, because that's what it was actually designed to do, funnily enough, for once something that is an interceptor on this channel. But it can intercept pretty well, not as well as the Soviet ones, obviously, because you don't have the fancy data link and all that shit, but it's not bad at it. It's reasonable for ground attack. Against an actual fighter, if you make slashing attacks, it's okay, but like it really doesn't have the chops to hang in there with an F5 or a MiG-21 in close combat. It just doesn't. Once it gets light on fuel, it's not bad, but it's not good either in that respect. But as a module, it's quite nice. It's not very well optimized, and I know you're in VR, so you might have issues. Aegis Artist, unfortunately, artists, I don't know. I think it's the same guy. Like Aviodev, I think, was literally this one dude. So he needs to learn optimization. Like his models look nice. They could be better. There could be a little more detail in some areas. And the textures are, you know, they're better than I expected. Actually, they look better in game than I thought they would. But he needs to learn optimization because this thing has more fucking triangles than any other module except maybe the Tomcat or like maybe the Apache. Well, no, the Apache is like 600 and something thousand, I think.
Hey, anyone know why we can't take a external fuel tank in the F1?
Don't bother at what it's like. You don't need it. It's probably just not in the warehouse though. If you want some advice, never take fuel tanks in the F1. You got like twice the MiG-21's internal fuel. You don't need it. Just slows you down. Ooh, can I not veer off the runway, please? I forgot to disengage the high gain. So yeah, like the model's really unoptimized. Really, really unoptimized. Even the LODs. And I've heard people reporting that they get stutters when they merge with them. I don't. But it's fun to fly. The systems are suitably janky.
I've had many a flight where the extra fuel is very nice.
Overall, I would recommend it. Just know what you're getting.
I agree. I tend to take them and ditch them at the beginning of a fight, so I have it as long on afterburner as I can. In the F1, I don't take them like ever, because the thing is, if you end up at full fuel at the start of the fight, the MiG's gonna eat you alive, because you just can't maneuver. You ideally want to be like 2/3 or at most 3/4 fuel by the time you enter a fight. I mean, that's true of everything, but it's especially true of this thing. LODs aren't going to help you much when your LOD 3 still has more triangles than the fucking MiG-21's LOD 0, or the Hornet's LOD 0. Like, you can go look in Model Viewer, the LOD 3 for this has a ridiculous number of triangles. C101's the same. Go on. when you've had too much Diet Coke and you just need a pee, you can just park it somewhere. You can't do that in MiG-21.
Yeah, you can. You just put the MiG-21 in autopilot. Or like if you want to go... Yeah, dude! Like, holy shit. In fact, the autopilot's not modeled properly. If it was actually modeled according to real life, it'd be even better, because the jet would basically auto-trim itself. The fucking MiG-21's autopilot in real life makes it look like space technology compared to blue stuff of the same era.
I didn't even know I had one.
Oh, yeah. The big red button on the stick, that's the autopilot disconnect.
Oh yeah, it's got the wings level or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got more modes than that though. So the stabilize mode, in real life, that's basically an always-on attitude hold. So you just move the stick and point the plane, and when you let pressure off the stick, it stabilizes there. So you can fly it as if it's got fly-by-wire. In DCS, it doesn't do that. It's a piece of shit that makes the plane fly worse. But there's a separate keybind that acts as an attitude hold. So you put stabilize mode on, then you hit that keybind, and the plane will just stabilize wherever it is. So I had it, was it yesterday or the day before when I was flying with Zach? I had it in a nice, lazy left-hand orbit at 5 kilometers altitude for like half an hour in autopilot, just completely hands off the controls.
Yeah, I've seen the buttons on the stick, but because I've never actually like properly read the manual or anything for it, you know, I still do auto start on it because it's something I've just picked up.
The manual takes about half the time in the 21.
Yeah, I just can't learn everything. Helicopters and the F-16 and...
Funny you mentioned that, Tats, because I have it on good authority. Some lunatic made like an 8-hour-long stream of consciousness video of how to do the MiG-21.
What kind of lunatic would do that?
I have no idea.
Takes all kinds of weirdos, man. I think these people are best avoided.
Definitely. Should be locked up.
Wait, they unbound the lock-on button? Jeez.
Yes, they got rid of the lock-on button and some of the radar commands as well.
Yeah, they had to redo a bunch of binds because they were bugged out, so whenever you change a bind in DCS, like whenever the devs edit something, they have to redo it. It's the same reason the Mirage 2000s needed to be rebound like 5 times over in the past year.
And the Harrier. And the F-14.
Mm-hmm. It's the same shit with the
F-14. Everything. Like, for some reason there was an update where I had to rebind the entire damn thing.
Yeah, there's been some weird issues with the 14's controls. I had about a year when my rudder pedals didn't work for some reason. Like, no matter what I did. It's the same problem the warehouses have. Like, if a weapon gets added or changed or renamed or removed, it fucks up the entire warehouse roster, and then you have to redo them in every mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
When's part 2? Probably when they actually redo the module so that it works properly. I don't know. Part 2 was just going to be air to ground mostly and a bit more advanced radio nav, and I don't know how to do either of those competently myself, so I'm not the kind of person that wants to make a tutorial of something I barely know how to do myself. It doesn't sit right with me. Hey Ink, cheers for the resub, and cheers Enigma as well. I didn't notice that one, but appreciate it. I'm a bit behind in my alerts, as usual. I'm not sure why I'm on the deck in an F1. We'll get some altitude up. REWR should be just down on that hill somewhere.
Do we have any of our fighters on the AO yet?
Yeah, I am.
Cool. Don't fancy getting gangbanged by 6 MiGs.
I'm just passing over the friendly town now.
They haven't fixed the fuel bug, have they?
Not yet.
What fuel bug? Yeah, I thought so.
If you refuel in the Mirage F1, it doesn't add weight to the plane, so you can just make the plane weigh like 1,000 pounds by taking off, emptying the fuel, landing, refueling over and over again.
Cool.
It's like you've heard of
Yeah,
negative
you
drag.
do,
Welcome
you
to
burn off
negative
the fuel.
weight.
So essentially what'll happen is you'll have new weightless fuel put back into your plane, and then it'll be burning the fuel, and then it'll keep decreasing your weight by how much that fuel would have weighed.
So you can actually end up with minus weight.
No, you explode if you hit
Yeah,
zero.
get low. Oh, okay, I haven't tested that part. Thanks. Get low managed to get down to 40 knots.
Yeah, I saw someone take off sideways across the runway with it, like literally in the width of the runway. And do 25G sustained vertical loops, obviously with damage turned off, in a radius of about 100 meters. DCS physics truly are just built different. Oh, I stand corrected, the damage was turned on. Okay, well, that's a thing, I guess.
Springfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 254 440 at 16,000 knots. Springfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 274 450 at 6,000 knots.
They also have a hind up, so if you see that, please kill it.
Understandable. Just didn't brake till it spiked to 60. Fucking hell. So they haven't fixed that yet either.
It's the biggest threat to me, so it's always nice if it goes down.
You and a mic?
Yeah. I'm a radar hunter.
Do you know where they are? Because I do.
Well, yeah, I have the, on my RWR.
Oh yeah, that's
it's,
right, you got the
my
Jesus
GIS.
RWR.
So this, yeah, radar hunting and the Gazelle is the primary thing I use it for.
I'm kind of starting
And then
to...
combined all the mix.
I'm kind of starting to wonder if maybe we need to randomize the position of EWRs and stuff in some missions, because, like, after playing on this server so long, I know where everything is by memory. It's a little broken.
All we have to do is put 2 SA8s next to it. But, you know, on this one, the EWR is on a hill all on its own.
Yeah, it's the hill that overlooks, fuck, what's the name of it? Kashuri. Yeah, I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, if you just had, like, even 4 Iglis around it, then you could just waltz up the Gazelle and kill it.
I don't know, I like the idea of having multiple positions it could spawn in. Like a probability chance for each one.
Yeah, but with the Gazelle, you just find it straight away. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah,
it needs
that's
some kind of defending.
Bit of both.
Overlord 1-1, Springfield 1-1, request bogey dope.
Probably gonna need a
Yeah,
club
I
here
mean,
in a
the
minute.
Iglis can be part of a group. The EWR wants to, so you can just spawn in the whole group on random.
55 417 at 5,000 knots. Overlord 1-1.
Shit.
Overlord 1-1.
I lost him.
Springfield 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Alrighty, I think everything's rebound.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 1-1.
Any moment now I'm gonna eat shit to this guy. I'm a little west of it. I don't like this. I'm gonna bug out.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 1-1.
Oh, I just stumbled over their artillery site. I'm getting murdered.
Springfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 292 411.
Oh, no wonder he climbed.
Отказ систем. Смотри
Springfield
экран.
1-1. Overlord 1-1. Group 18943 at 4,000 gold.
Something's locking me, I don't know what.
Okay, it's probably me. Oh, I cannot unlock. Can't I?
Springfield 1-1.
Check your binds. I got something right on top of me, but I don't know what. 217 for 5. Shit.
Yep, that's the one.
I'm locked, but like I'm right near their FARP, so I don't know. I'm merged with someone.
Okay, fuel over the farm, let's try to.
I'm blind on this guy.
Oh, that's behind, I locked up.
Please kill the hind if you can.
254 for 1.
Cross now. Still merged?
Yeah! Just dodged a missile.
Got flat.
I'm very low. Oh fuck, I've got a 15 and a 21 behind me. By, like, north of Khashuri, where their EWR is. Fucking doesn't like rudder at low altitude. Oh! Help!
Almost there.
There's 3 of them! Fucking hell. 0 situational awareness. Bro, this thing's like unflyable without a GCI, to be honest. I have no fucking clue how I don't see people in this. Like, the 21 has better situational awareness than this. And the 21 has a way... Like, even with the radar overperforming, the 21's radar is way better. Way, way better. Oh, we got limited. Very limited magic, so I'll take the 9Js instead so I don't run us out. Because I'm not good enough at this jet to take limited missiles in it. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I fly this, I just become more and more convinced it is not a fighter, and it cannot fight
On this plane.
compared to the others that we have.
Alright. By the way, did you also lose the axis bound for the radar coaster?
Yeah, everything for the radar got redone.
Oh, that's stupid. It's even harder now.
They have to. They have to. Like, you can't redo the binds without having to rebind them. You can't edit the names even. It's how DCS works.
No, but I mean they took away the axes for the TDC.
No, they didn't.
No, it's not.
It's not? What's the name of it?
No, but it's bearing control, and then it's the range velocity, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
Anytime?
The combat flaps drop at 300 knots or below, and if you're at 300 knots or below, you fucked up. They're not really, like, they're not useless, but I wouldn't say that they're a must-have either. Like, I don't always use them. They're to stabilize you at high angles of attack.
I see that we lost.
Well, actually, no, they're not even that. They give you more angle of attack. But, like I said, they're very limited use. I don't really think they're that good. Well, hopefully this time I won't get gangbanged by half their team at once.
You know you love it.
Dude, I look behind me and there's a fucking MiG-15 to MiG-21 pulling onto me. I'd narrowly dodge a missile. I look behind me again, there's another MiG-21. Please. I'm still learning, be gentle.
advance, but I'm really tired, so I'm gonna be playing like just terribly tonight.
Oh, I'm like that all the time, don't worry. Did I fuck up my gyro? Yeah, I did. Great. Let's,
I just got back from Oshkosh and every single part of me wants to die.
For us Europeans, what is Oshkosh Air Festival?
Yeah, it's the world's largest flying convention.
is there a way I can fix
Yeah,
this?
I saw a radar map with all the planes queued up for that. It looked mad.
Yep, it's the busiest airport in the world for 1 week.
Turn it off and then back to GM it or align.
I even met a guy from Finland there. He flew like 30-something hours to actually get there.
I see the Takan volume is still unmutable. Yep.
Doesn't want to play with me.
Great.
Fuck it. I mean, it's clear weather, we don't need it.
Overlord 1-1. Colt 1-1.
The Saber is being chased by a MiG.
Oops.
Colt 1-1. Overlord 1-1.
Amateur hour.
4-1 at 3,500 knots.
Very much amateur hour.
Springfield 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 286. 460 at 6,000 cold. Overlord 1-1. Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope.
This MiG-15.
Oh, I did turn them on. Okay, never mind.
Overlord 1-1. Bra 283. 460 at 7,000 knots.
By the way, Rossmom, have you been turning up the REM dial on your radar?
I've been playing around with it a little, but it doesn't seem to help that much. Because if you turn it up, you get more clutter, but if you turn it down, the contacts fade faster, so...
Yeah.
Honestly, the radar, like, it's weird. I can tell they kind of cribbed it in at the last minute, like, they just phoned it in, but... It feels like an FC3 radar, but at the same time, it's still such a janky piece of shit that it's still not very good. It's either a death note on someone...
Yeah, it seems like it holds block a little bit too better.
Yeah, it seems like it's either a death note on someone that you managed to lock, or it's just, it won't lock them, or it won't even see them. There's no in-between.
I find it works a lot better on 1 bar instead of 4 bars.
Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope.
Yeah, I think sometimes it tries to lock in the wrong bar.
Springfield 4-1.
Yeah, one.
Overlord 1-1.
Yeah, you lose it too often in 4 bars. It's hard to get that lock.
3,000 knots. Overlord 1-1. Springfield 3-1. Request bogey dope. Springfield 3-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 306. 470 at 5,000 cold.
I've usually got rid of my torpedo by the time I merge, or I try to at any
Did they
rate.
mess with the stability control stuff, or no?
Not that I'm aware of.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope.
Mission editor.
Overlord 1-1. Bra 285. 450 at 4,500 cold.
Right, Bangor's one of their EWRs.
1-1. Bra 274. 460.
And Ross, it's not where it used to be. It was on a factory roof, so he has
Interesting.
moved them. Maybe he hasn't randomised it like you said.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It'd be good if he has, though.
It's not really his way, but it certainly isn't where it used to be.
Overlord 1-1. 440 request bogey dope. 3,000 knots. Colt 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 210. 411 at 7,000.
So what's the difference between those two bore site modes?
TL is like a sort of fixed beam kind of thing. BZ will follow people, but BZ's bugged at the moment, I think. Like, it works once and then it breaks all the close combat modes for the rest of the time you're flying. But that one's, it's a slightly, like, it's kind of like SVI on the Mirage 2000. It's a HUD area search, and then it stays with whatever it locks. TL only, like, it won't follow a target outside of its scan zone, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah, it's the original.
That's weird. My TL locks, they go huge, like they go pretty wide. After locking, that is.
I could have it backwards, I don't know. The radar's been really inconsistent for me.
Oh shit, someone's shooting. No, I think TL does, it's like a HUD lock as well.
TL should have a smaller, like, search area. It should be like if you're trying to pick a very specific target, that's one that you go for. And then, BZ is more like a HUD scan. From what the manual said.
Try landing this thing on a road base, not yet.
Oh shit, it's a gazelle. I almost shot you.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I'm being lost by the... Oh. Damn.
Yeah, that was me. Request bogey dope. What are you doing here?
Killing radars, so they can't see you.
That's the overspeed warning.
I'm not a fan of VWR hunting. Overlord 1-1. Colt 1-1. Even though it's really strong, but come on now, it's a game.
Talking about VWR, we just lost it.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Oh, there you go, so they're gonna do it to us.
Extremely. That was the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning, and I thought I was still dreaming. Now we need some interceptor modules to go with it. Oh, fuck the Vigan. Where's my Su-15? Where's my Tu-128? Where's my MiG-25? That's where they belong on that map. And like I said, if they're doing the landmarks, they're gonna have to do the Northern Fleet's Aviation Museum, which has all of those interceptors parked outside. So there will at least be models for them. Oh, you got a Golan Heights one out, nice. But yeah, a Kohler one, if we had actual interceptors as well, would be fucking awesome.
Hello?
I know that there is will to make some of those happen. It's just a matter of documentation and access to airframes, because PVO stuff's very hard to get. It wasn't exported except the MiG-25. And of those, I think all the exported 25s were PDs, weren't they? Cotty would know. I don't know if they actually ever exported the P.
If you're locking F1, the RWO doesn't pop up with the locks down until
Yeah.
it's launched on.
It also shows you everything that's looking at you at once. It doesn't show highest priority, so basically, if you're getting locked by anything else, there's no way of knowing.
I think they just changed that in the last patch.
Did they? I thought well, I think I'm still getting locked by multiple sources because I've got the front and back arrows showing now.
It was a hind. It's dead now. over the blue artillery.
Oh, apparently they fixed the lock stuff, but the detection's still wrong.
Reagan? I guess it's a friendly, but...
REWR should be here somewhere. Well, I guess he has moved it. He's moved theirs, so ours might be moved as well. Reagan. Probably would have been a friendly because it was so far behind our stuff.
Around the artillery?
Near our farm.
Alright, cool. I think that was me.
You know what would help? And would have helped last time? Good thing I didn't get in a position of shooting anyone.
Which guy are you using?
Jay.
I think the P is overall better due to the sensor, or the seeker sense is a little bit nicer, but the J turns quite better. So it depends on like how easily the J can get a lock with.
The P has longer range and a slightly better seeker, but that's about it. The J turns better. Like, significantly better.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 or so Gs, and the
22.
P is like 22.
The J is 22, the P is 16. They should both be 22, but
Ah,
ED did a
that's
fucking
what it
lucky.
is. And the P is also too large.
Yep. Ray gun? Question mark?
Buddy spike helicopter. I'm locked up by a Mirage.
Did it just drop?
Thank you. Yeah, it just dropped.
Okay, that was me. I know where you are then.
I'm heading home. I've been killing AA units and their artillery.
Okay.
I just realized I am massively retarded. I thought this was a different map. Or a different mission.
We're all a bit like that here. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I stayed like too far south.
I'm sure you feel at home.
The autopilot is really nice on the F1. Flies like an Airbus.
I've killed myself by pressing the G button.
Oh, what does that do?
Something for landing, isn't it?
I have no clue. I pressed the G button and I pitched down so hard I blacked out and I just nosed directly into the ground.
Wow.
Sounds like a fun time.
Oh, that's cute. Was it beeping in here before that? Like cover speed?
I don't know. I was too busy freaking out because I couldn't see anything or control my plane.
Because you need to press twice.
No, he means the autopilot G button.
No.
Which I think is some sort of landing mode or something.
Yeah, that's my best guess.
Well, you did land.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite hard actually.
Fuck. Where'd he go?
I looked up something. It's hard to sometimes find the timer on your head.
If you have the if you have a weapon selected and you're not in the close combat gun mode, it gives you an intercept queue. Put the aircraft waterline on that and it should lead you to the target.
Right.
I just had radar contact on something but I lost it. I'm over the mountains between Kutaisi and the objective.
Now No, that objective is flying around the river. Like over Blue Artillery, I think.
Might be Tatsi's on the way home.
I mean, possibly Mirage, but...
Yeah, I'm not near the river. I'm north of the smokes.
It's pretty big, I think it's Mirage.
I'm gonna get deleted here in a second. I'm totally tumbleweed. Something's locking me, but I have no idea what. Or searching me, I guess, I don't know.
With the lack of fuel take, I actually might just take a Centerland 530.
Buddy spike
That's
by
what I do.
Mirage. On helicopter. Don't shoot the helicopter.
It's friendly.
Mirage, do not shoot the helicopter, please. You're still locked on me. Thank you.
It looks cool. That's what it does. I always fly with a glare shield because it looks cool. How's the F1 release? Some pretty major bugs, but nothing that can't be fixed, I guess. It went surprisingly well. It could have gone better, but it went surprisingly well. There's like one game-breakingly exploitable bug so far. Which is, you know,
Okay,
less
there's
than
not
most
one up, by the
modules
time
at
I get
release.
home, I'll take a queue into that.
Especially the F-16.
Cheers, mate.
We're still showing an EWR in our direction, though. No? Is there none in the list at all?
They have a second
No,
EWR for the
anyway.
MiG-15s, remember?
No, there's still one well to the east, so there's still one.
I don't know.
But you definitely don't have one in the list, okay?
No, we don't.
Right, I'll be home in about 10 minutes probably, and then I'll take a queue.
Okay, I'll do some GCI. Last Blue 1-1, lost number, just actually there's... Wait, are there any wings?
What?
No, scope. Alright.
Yeah, this is me. I'm gonna get a shot of one here shortly.
Are you merged? Roll number 1 and 2?
Yes, sir.
Rossman, assist 23220.
23220.
How's the action?
Is that metric or imperial, by the way?
Imperial. Total magic, look it up. Now.
Damn, dude, this chalk is slow as fuck.
28630. Yeah, cold aspect shots.
Watch one.
Range is not good.
Spot.
Good kill. First one on your nose, friendly. 1 o'clock.
Holy shit, the smoke trail that thing leaves is still there.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Fucking steam torpedo.
Alright, Raw Dogger 1-2 only has 2 9Js left.
How on earth did you choose the name Raw Dogger, for goodness sakes?
Well, my buddy Gitlow, he made up a random name as just like an example of a random guy that that just took out a friend of mine or a friend of ours, and he called him Raw Dogger 55753. And then we giggled about that for about 5-10 minutes, and then we made it our call sign.
Okay.
The amount of joy we get whenever a GCI has to say Raw Dogger.
Alright, I am over red artillery, just to have a shield cutter.
Yeah, so I think it's a gun truck rather than a shilka.
Alright, copy.
But yeah, it shot at me a couple of times as well. I've killed one of them already and an Igla.
Should probably not be this close to their
Back
fight.
on you guys. Head back to the bullseye.
It's really pleasant to fly this thing at low level, because it feels kind of slippery. Similar to the Tomcat with its wings back.
Отказ систем. Смотри
I'm
экран.
going to pop out dangerously close to their FARP here.
There's an M60 in the middle of the river.
Stumpy, thanks for the follow, and Polar, Chisovitz. Anyone else who I've missed, appreciate it. Moonchild, thanks for the reset.
Hard for the low-level Norwegian strike missions.
That river must be very shallow.
My notifications are getting harder and harder to read every stream. To get like a bracket to put my phone up on the wall over my monitor or something so I can see.
Is that a friendly bombing players?
No, that's bandit on your nose, probably.
Alrighty.
Where's this?
Rosman 28622.
28622.
Or I can give you tech and offset.
I haven't learned how to set that up yet.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, it's the best thing you can.
I see a
Only
damaged
the best I
F1
can.
flying past me.
That's Tau.
Alright, copy, RDB. Russell, we should definitely do the tack and offset thing when you can, it's so good.
Yeah.
Rosman 25416.
25416.
Raw Dogger 1-2 lost visual on the bandit.
I don't see him as...
No joy for me either.
Rosman 221, 10 miles. That's just a guess.
Oh, happens to be with the farm as well, the blue farm.
Is he?
Yep, it used to be further up the valley.
Trolldager on your nose is friendly Rosman. The Trolldager.
Roger.
I'm being locked.
That's by me.
Don't see this guy.
Me neither.
Yeah, he came somewhere around these hills.
Bomber, grab a Huey and an EWR.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
it's
tunes.
pretty hard to see without EWR.
The tunes.
Just don't overfly the red part.
Is that you again, Ross?
Probably. I had a contact off my nose. Probably you.
Friendly.
Yeah, it's friendly. Oh, that's interesting. After you unlock a guy, your radar is stuck in the 30-degree scan mode.
So you guys use that trackball scan button?
I don't even think it works yet.
You think what?
I don't think it works yet. Like, I don't think it's implemented.
Right.
I got a radar contact 15 miles off my nose, slight right.
Friendly.
×2.
Friendly.
Alright, I might RTB, I'm getting a bit low on fuel.
103.
103.
Tack on X-ray 25.
I got a launch on me.
Roger there. Turn 046. Not full flight, you're on coast. Rossman, was that radar launch?
Do they have a... Do I have a friendly right behind me?
Negative.
Okay, well I just saw somebody and I got shot at. I've lost sight now, but they're somewhere around me. Very close.
Yeah, on your nose, it's friendly engaging someone. Oh, we have magics. What?
Yeah, but we got like 8 of them.
Oh, is that you popping flares, Ross?
Yeah.
Alright, be there shortly.
Ross, on your nose is friendly merge with someone on your 1 o'clock now. But, yeah, two more friendlies and I cannot see.
Somebody got splashed.
Okay, that's MiG got splashed. Rotor 1 to break left, you are overflying Redford. Continue 015.
Shit. Fuck, I saw MiG-21 for like 3 seconds and lost him.
Oh yeah, there he is. 102, 15.
Oh, there was somebody much closer. He was right on me. There's a pair of F1s here, I think.
Yeah, better left ones. Yeah, he's engaging something.
There's a MiG.
On your right, with a MiG.
Yep.
They can handle it. There's another MiG above the bulls.
Yeah, Rotor 1-2 is really low on fuel.
Okay, RTB 100. Rossman, target 107, 10 miles. On the deck.
10710. I'm getting pretty low on fuel myself. Gonna need to RTB pretty shortly after this. Ray gun. On my nose, coming slightly to my right.
Friendly. The bandit should be on your...
That looks like a MiG flare pattern.
On your nose now, bandit.
Yep, firing. Probably a bit far for that. Splash. RTB.
Plate 106.
106.
Thank you very much, stand up. Thank you. Road under 098.
Just keeping an eye out because they might have little angry men with igla tubes down in that village.
Thank you very much.
TACAN 25 X-ray.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to want to work for me right now.
Emergency gear is right above the warning light panel, right?
I think so.
Right.
Interesting, the autopilot's got me wings level even though my gyro's tumbled slightly.
Okay, I think I need to belly land on the taxi. And I have green lights on gear.
That might need a bug report, unless there's some reason it would do that, I don't know.
You know there's a safety
I don't think it
on
would
the
do that though,
floor.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's down. The gear is down and which I guess is emergency gear release is also extended. But I still have no green lights.
Hey, now my TACAN's working.
I need line of sight. I need some time to warm up as well if you deliver.
A6 outspeeded MiG-21? I hope not. Look, the Tomcat flight model's pretty good, so I know they can make good flight models. Just something went very kooky when they made the Viggen. Just throttle back a bit here, I'm going a bit ham on the airspeed. A clean F1 holds its speed really well.
Gear down.
Really, really well. Have I actually got my tack on? Set on?
Alright, I just landing one piece.
Trying to remember which setting it is. Is it VT? I think it might be.
I did land with no fuel as well.
I might have to do the same.
Vol plus TACAN, yeah, I thought so. So I just don't see the signal yet, I guess. Should do pretty
I still
soon.
have 79 liters left.
That's plenty.
Yeah, but 30 miles to go, so...
There we go, there's the TACAN. Speaking of ships, the other night I was playing on Enigma server and I saw a hilarious number of people dying to sea cats. How do you die to a sea cat, dude? It's fucking command to line of sight. It's an ATGM. Like, it's literally... The Brits took an ATGM and decided to shoot at planes instead, and it became the sea cat. Like, it moves so slowly, a fucking helicopter could probably outrun it. I know, right? It's funny as fuck, but it was driving red attrition through the roof.
Overlord 1-1. Field 4-1. Request bogey dope.
Does anyone know what I need to press to get the HUD into the approach mode? Because I have not figured that one out yet. It's probably a switch down here somewhere, I just don't know which one. HUD switch full forward. Ah, that's what that mode is. Okay. I thought that was some kind of declutter or test mode or something, but no, that's nice. I like that. Predator call and maybe do it for you. Yeah, no, not sure about that one. Approach. So you actually have a velocity vector in this mode, which is quite nice. It makes a very small difference, but it also retains the clutter for longer, so there's not much point using it, to be honest.
Tats, do you want to take Gazelle?
See the massive float on the velocity vector as the flaps came out. She produces a bit of lift, just a little. Classic base to final overshoot. It's alright, we'll land on the second runway. Because I don't trust myself enough in this thing yet to make the kind of hard crank I would in the 21 of the F5 to line up on the main.
CW on 251 or 124?
Should be 251.
Right.
124 is for red.
Yeah, but it was bugged before.
Oh, true.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield.
Or not correctly set up.
Request bogey dope.
I'm going to assume the parachute deployed. Not that I can see it. These mirrors are fucking useless, dude. Like, they're terrible.
I really hope they fix that fuel weight bug. I'd love to be able to, like, not have to start my plane after every single flight.
Yeah, same. I'm one of those weirdos that likes to keep the same plane as long as possible, even if it means I have to repair it, so that bug is really annoying to me.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'll see y'all in a bit after I have everything turned up again.
Press M for 15 FPS, it doesn't make a difference. Even on my old PC, which was barely running DCS sometimes, it made no difference. Like, I couldn't see the extra frames. And in the MiG-21, the periscope is so critical to your situational awareness, I'd never fly without them. Like on this, you can actually... The mirrors still work, but they're still... work. The way mirrors work in DCS is they're not actually reflecting shit. What they're doing is they're projecting a fucking render target camera that's pointed behind you, which is why sometimes they are physically impossible, like the side mirrors on the Su-25 now. These, likewise, you angle them in and they're still reflecting what's back here, which is... I don't... Dude, I grew up with, like, a PC that was 5-10 years behind the tech curve. I am used to low frame rates. I don't notice that shit. Like, if the frame rate's above about 50 or 60, I can't tell. Like, it could be 60 frames a second or it could be 200 frames a second. I physically cannot tell the difference. I can tell the difference between 10 and 15 really easily, but higher numbers, I don't know. Can't tell, don't care.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope.
Need to unlock that first. Yes, I know.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 4-1. Alpha check from
We won't fully shut it down though. We'll just do the abbreviated. But yeah, like the stuff I generally fly, I need that situational awareness for the periscope in the 21, the mirrors in the 29, stuff like that. Or the mirrors in the Mirage 2000, that's another one where the mirrors are actually really useful. Su-25 periscope, also very useful. I like that Alpin made it we can change our board number now. So I always like to have -13, or if it's a 3-digit, 303. That's how you can tell it's me. If you see number 13 or number 303, that's probably me.
Copy.
Well, they're not responding to me. I mean, I can hear them, but they're not responding to me.
Okay, well the main radio is
And
already
yeah, they're
on.
on 124, by the way.
So I don't need to even turn the
Could try to check
frequency on the
124.
backup.
Yeah, I just said they're on 124.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope.
Okay, then that's still not fixed.
Rearming complete.
also a MiG-19 up north.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope. Focina. Springfield.
How do you like it so far? It's a lot of fun to fly. I quite like it. However, I don't think it's a very good fighter. I think it's going to be good for intercepting, you know, less maneuverable targets. And I think it's going to be really good for ground attack. Like, just, you know, fun sort of light ground attack. Using charts and tables the way God intended. None of this CCIP bullshit. However, I don't think it's a very good fighter. It gets fucking smoked by F5s and MiG-21s.
Do we have magic on calls?
And I don't think that's just a skill issue on my part. I do have a skill issue in this thing, but I think it's just not a very capable fighter.
Hostile, all hostile, you are alone.
Copy.
Ground attack weapons does it have? Bombs and rockets of varying sizes. It gets Durandals to crater runways with. It gets bombs from, I think, 250 through to 400 kilograms. I think there's a 500 kilo bomb as well. It's got belugas, it's got the Durandals, it's got snap rocket pods. It gets some big snap rocket pods.
4 miles.
No, Durandals.
Flanking left.
Not quite the same thing.
Bandit 260.
It can also, it doesn't have it yet because I haven't added them, but it also should be able to get D for gun pods in future. The two-seater carrying a centerline gun pod and a couple of wingtip missiles is going to be pretty sick. Should go hard for co-op means. I think someone just had a compressor stall on takeoff there.
Good kill. Burn.
Oh, he would have, yeah, because he would have gone into his mate's wake.
Just fly forward.
Oh shit, bro. Oh shit, bro. Somebody just discovered what happens when you fly into
On
your,
your nose if you can take a slap shot.
when you fly into your buddy's wake.
Okay, then just continue.
He's lucky it off-roads well. Which is funny, because it probably shouldn't.
Under fly. Okay, now brake left.
What was it I was
Next behind you.
gonna do?
So catching after me?
Brakes.
No, negative.
Uncage that.
You won't
Yes.
catch up if you
Let's
keep
put
on
it
your
back
speed.
in. Oh, HUD, right. I don't like the fact my jet just jumped over. Feels like somebody hit me. Whoever just went for an off-road trip by the approach lights, be careful when you're taking off in formation.
I'm ready to engage. You are still being chased.
Am I transmitting on the right frequency?
Yes.
No, I'm not. Okay, so I do need to set the frequency on this radio. I can listen on the other one, but I need to set this to 251 as well. Whoever just had an off-road adventure in the approach lighting, when you're taking off in formation, make sure you're right next to the other guy, because if you ingest his wake turbulence on takeoff, you'll... well, you just saw what happened.
Yeah, I like to wait about 10 seconds till like the guys ahead of me take off. Like after they get airborne, about 10 seconds, you're pretty much good.
Magic Tower, is he still chasing me? I don't see the guy, but it's possible. Okay, let me climb then. So we'll continue 067.
Hey Saber, I'm good. Bit drowsy, but good.
Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope.
I'm clear, I don't
can't see anything on my stick.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 4-1. Request bogey dope.
Well, I mean, now that we have the F1 CE,
Magic.
we can finally say we have an actual interceptor in DCS as a flyable module.
It's close.
Finally. So let's normalize it. Let's have more interceptors. Let's have even more specialized interceptors. Let's have an F-106. Let's have an F-101B.
Times 2 MiG-21.
Let's have a Su-15. A Tu-128. And a MiG-25P.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 3-1. Request bogey dope.
Oh, you're on thin ice there, Rhino. The MiG-19P, you're right, actually, yeah. The P variant of the MiG-19 is actually an interceptor. But the F1 was designed as one. See, that's the difference. The F1 was designed as one.
Okchina. Springfield 6-1. Request takeoff.
Radar's picking up people as I'm taxiing.
Tau, check right wing. I had something pop up on your right.
According to the DCS community, it does.
Or just continue, yeah, just continue burn 318, 10 miles. Times to MiG-21. 316, 8 miles.
I got a look.
Magic, Raw Dogger 1-2, bogey dope.
World Weather 1-2, same target, 285, 25. Nosferatu, comms check. Tau merge.
Nearly forgot.
Splash.
Good splash, bandit on your right.
Tally, Huey, main helicopter.
That's behind and also MiG-21.
Foxtrot. Splash hind and getting out of it.
Copy that. You are clear.
Forgot to set up my countermeasures counters, but we'll do that once we're
That
in.
was close range shot. Nice.
4 missiles, 4 kills, nice.
Well, it's a magic one. So. Still. Good kill.
Did you get both 21s?
Negative, closer target is friendly. MiG-21 is 285, 10 miles.
Got on the scope. Is he about 8 or 7 miles now?
Yeah. 8 now.
Visual.
He's quite slow.
He's popping a shit ton of flares for some reason.
For a long time, all it did was intercept dirt.
It's on Nosferatu guy, but he's not on comms. It's also a far shot.
Overlord 1-1. Springfield 6-1. Request bogey dope.
Oh man. I did like that one of the guy flying through, was it fucking Class B? Arguing with ATC about whether he had clearance or not. That was very, very, very smart of him.
Splash.
Just fly through fucking controlled airspace around Vegas. Also near several very important military bases, one of which is very heavily classified. Yeah, that's the airspace to fuck around in. That's like... If it wasn't for the fact it's so close to Groom Lake as well, I'd say that's like one step below doing that in the general vicinity of Heathrow, but because Groom Lake's there, I think it's even dumber. It's, what a fucking genius.
You can try to tune into the road-based again.
The even worse part is, like, I was reading through the comments, and apparently the reason he was, you know, in such a shitty mood and being such a dickhead is because he had a kid on board that had the runs and they needed to go to the bathroom. If he just said he had a sick child on board, he would have got fucking clearance through. Like, he would have been fine.
I think I'll figure that out later.
Use your brain, not your mouth. In that context, I hope not. It was even funnier that, when he landed, he fucking bitched about it to the, tower. Said, oh, I got some terrible service from the ATC, oh, okay. As they were giving him his fucking number to call. And the only reason I haven't had this on the playlist, like, from the start is because it causes issues on YouTube for the VODs. That's it. Like, I've been listening to Queens of the Stone Age since I was in my teens, dude. You have, like, no forwards visibility in this jet. Sideways is good. Upwards is good. Behind is actually... It's not awful. It's not good, but it's not awful. It's about the same as the F5. Hey, Millen. Cheers to the resub. Good to see ya. But forwards is god-awful. Like, what the fuck? Can't see shit, Captain. I'm just entering the AO now. Passing off up. Or rather, passing her off up used to be. Yep, it is.
Magic, Raw Dogger 1-2, is he about 20 miles off my nose?
Oh, can it do that? I haven't tried that yet. I'll have to try it. I didn't know it could do that. There's a couple of other bugs. There's one major game-breaking one, which I'm kind of scared to say on stream because I don't want people to start exploiting it, but like I think most people in here know what it is anyway. It's the reason we're reslotting instead of refueling. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you mean launch the aircraft off the parkway, not launch an actual missile off of it. Yeah. No, that's the one I'm talking about as well. I was like, wait, this thing can fire fucking missiles on the ground? Holy shit. Launch planes used to be able to do that. I think the Vegan, like, could. I don't know if it still can. I think the Hornet used to be able to as well. You hit the ground safety override. You got any targets for me, Salty?
Rosman, turn left 237.
237.
Magic declare, radar go 1 to 2 miles.
Bandit.
Fox 1. Splat.
I saw that from here, holy fuck. Flares aren't gonna save you, buddy.
Yeah, wrong type of countermeasure.
I did fire on a MiG on this match.
Quick opinion on the upcoming F4 and its role in the Enigma server. I think people are very strongly on the hopium about its capabilities. I think it's going to be decent. I think it's going to be more useful as a bomber than a fighter, like the real F4E. It'll be alright in a sustained turn fight. I don't think it's going to be as superior to other aircraft as people think it is. It's definitely not going to be a match for the MiG-23. Because it can't look down. The F4E doesn't have look down, shoot down at all. So I think it will be better as a bomb truck than a fighter. And it certainly will not be a match for a MiG-23, unless the MiG-23 pilot is like brain dead.
Rosman, intercept MiG-21, 29117.
29117.
6000. Roll W, are you RTB?
Yes, sir.
No, it doesn't make a difference which Sparrows it gets, because even if you give it the 7F,
actually, I have enough fuel for
it's
another.
still,
I can do one more.
still not capable of look down, shoot down. So it's still going to fucking struggle.
Rosman, adjust 318, 10 miles.
Yeah, I got him locked. Missile out.
4 mile. Missed.
Yeah, I noticed. Is this somebody I need to actually be scared of? It's not Davey, is it?
No, it's Poncho, but I think he's alive. Roll up there, purple on your left, 285, 15.
He's easily out-turning me.
Rosman, if you have another Fox 1, you
I don't.
can go for a dealer.
I feel like this thing would be a little better at higher altitude where the MiG can't lean on its emergency burner, but...
2 magics.
Copy.
Like, the 21 is just so... got so much more power.
Roll under 8 miles on your nose, verbal. Two Mirage, one MiG, and another MiG coming in from the west. Rosman, where's the bandit?
Fuck, somewhere in front of me. I lost sight of him. Oh, I see him. He's above me. He's on my lift vector. I'm pulling on him.
Visual, visual.
I don't have aspect for a shot yet, but I might get it in the next turn.
I might be turn fighting a Mirage.
MiG just reversed on me. He's coming right. Cutting under me now.
Okay, I think I see him.
Those kinds of maneuvers are sketchy as fuck in this plane.
We lost a friendly.
Yeah, he just ripped or exploded or something happened, I don't know.
Fox 2.
Good kill.
Splash.
Good kill. There's still another MiG. Probably merged with you guys. I have no visual.
I see your... I don't see him.
Lady poppers.
Yep. Might as well just leave that mode on. Yeah, I'm no joy on this second MiG.
Same. I'm gonna extend back to base and I'm gonna climb up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not a bad shot. Yeah, that... I don't know, dude. I don't think this thing's much of a fighter. I like it, but I don't think it's much of a fighter.
There he is, Rotor 1-2. He's 6 miles behind you. 280. Rossman, on your left.
I did fire the torpedo.
5 miles.
I didn't have a torpedo during those turns. I'd already fired it at him. I only ever carry 1.530 unless I'm going for bombers.
Roadhog 1-2 visual.
Rossman, 11 o'clock. 4 miles. High.
No joy yet.
On your nose, flanking right. He's about to merge with Rotaker. 1 o'clock.
There's a cloud in my way.
We're just below the clouds.
Rossman on your left. 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Still no joy.
You'll see a mile trail here soon.
327. Should be on your nose. 3
Fox
miles.
2. Slight
Oh
bit.
yeah, I see the splash now.
Easy money.
Just even buddy is that it.
Friendly, friendly. Congrats on the ace.
Thank you. I'm RTB.
We could try to land at the road base.
I don't know about that one.
Fuel spur.
Sure, where is it?
Rossman,
Ah.
101,
Oops,
43.
And Roadhog 1-2 has about 30% fuel remaining. Cause I think I'm only going out of 1 tank now.
Is there a tack in for it? $17 X-ray. $17 X-ray for the road-based TACAN. $17 degrees AOA and 350. What color is 17? That's like yellow red. 350 knots. Okay. We'll see how we go with that. I've mostly been trying to hold it up around the upper end of green, sort of green, yellow, somewhere around there. About 400, 450. Kind of like the F5. I felt like I was getting my best rate around there a lot of the time, but yeah, we'll try that. Hey Darth. We are
I love the
flying the
Rogers one,
F5.
man. It's so
We're flying
fun.
at it. It's quite a nice plane.
Yeah, smart, an interceptor, but still fun.
Waiting for the air-to-air refuel capable version, and after that the MFB.
The air-to-air
Yeah,
refueling
I
version, so you can stay in the air for 6 hours and then run out of oil.
Yay.
I have the external model of a CT on my current skin, so I have a probe.
Oh shit, you can do that with livery arguments?
Yes you can.
Nice! Oh dude, I like that.
I can send you the info, later today if you want.
Yeah, sure. Well, now we have an actual interceptor. We need to start, and we're getting the Kohler map, we need to start pressuring them to give us some Soviet interceptors.
Break, bandits behind you guys, 7 miles. But that's for Osman, actually.
Oops, don't need that. I still got a couple missiles left, so I'll engage.
276, 5 miles. You have Saber. Sonic, how copy?
Ross, I'd love to assist, but I'm completely in Winchester.
That's fine.
1 o'clock. It's turning cold.
Tally. Fuck, I lost sight of him.
Left. 11 o'clock.
Overlord, 1-1.
Should be on your nose. Flash 1 o'clock. Where's the friendly? Friendly.
I see the Saber, I don't see the MiG.
Mix somewhere on your right, probably. Don't see him.
Shit, dude.
Unless he crashed. Shit.
I had him padlocked and he went behind the fucking jail bars and I never saw him again. I'm tumbleweed. This is the Mirage F1. I got something locked on my nose. About 3 miles.
On your nose, bandit.
I just lost him again.
Overlord, 1-1. Springfield.
I'm totally blind.
Request bogey dope.
On your right wing. 3 o'clock.
Altitude?
Altitude 5,000. He's slow.
Still don't see him.
He's below you. He's really close.
You're gonna have to talk me right in. I'm blind as fuck in this thing.
Yeah, it's on your right wing and below you.
Still no joy.
Don't see him. Somewhere on your 3 o'clock on the deck. 4.
Overlord, 1-1. Springfield, 4-1. Request bogey dope.
BZ's bugged again. Oh, I know why, because the fucking scan's over there. And now my close combat modes in general are bugged. Happy days.
There's a second MiG pop up on your left. 9 o'clock. 6 miles. Yeah, the MiG is behind you. The MiG is behind you. But he's slow.
I don't see him at all.
1 on your nose, 1 on your left.
Okay, well I'm already turning left. Now I see him.
MiG is lining up behind you. On your right, 3 o'clock. He's hot. Salty proof by the side for me.
1-1.
Proof on your 282. Basically behind you.
I'm behind one, he's really slow though. It's gonna force an overshoot here.
Yeah. Oh, server
He's gone
died.
in. Oh, yeah, server's died. Oh, he died, he died. No, he didn't. He's still behind me.
Yeah, he's done. Proof on your left and on your nose. Grossman times 2 on your right wing.
I see the one behind Proof. I'll go for him.
The other one is on your nose, right on your nose.
Yeah, I see him. I'm getting very low on
Roger,
fuel.
tower requesting body up.
God, he's slow.
Now continue.
It's gonna go into the trees, maybe?
285, 32.
No.
Code 5 for tower.
I got one right behind me. I'm gonna go for the low guy, the slow guy.
Roger.
Shit, that didn't track. I don't think.
1-1. Springfield.
Nope.
5-1. Request bogey dope.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, this thing's hopeless as a fighter, honestly. I'm gonna get finished off here in a minute. Yep. Both of them shot me. Jesus, how many were there?
That's right, we lost Rossman.
Yeah, the F1 just can't hang with a 21 no matter what. I had tone for half a second, then he aspected it, so... And then the guy behind shot me.
Server is falling apart. Everyone's teleporting around. There was a hotfix dropped.
Yeah, I don't think it's updated though.
Yeah, I guess if you update now, you cannot.
I don't like it as a fighter, because the 21 and the F5 are both better than it. Like, way better than it.
Magic, the tower has body up.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
Newbie!
Now, on your
The
nose.
sleepiest streamer on Twitch, Rosmu
Cheers to the
quality,
resub. Good to see you, man.
Rosmu quality.
Yeah, like, I like it as a plane. I think it's hopeless as a fighter. Like, absolutely fucking hopeless. Against the stuff we have anyway. Like, against a Tornado, this would probably be fine, because a Tornado is even worse, but... It's... Look, I was telling people for, like, months, honestly. You know, even before I knew how it was going to perform, for certain. I was telling people to manage their expectations, because it's going to be worse than they thought it would be. As a fighter. Like, it's a perfectly good plane, just as a fighter, it's not very good. And, it's actually not even as good as I expected it to be.
Niner, 7 miles.
So I'm curious how long it'll take for all the people that bought it thinking it would stomp on MiGs, thinking it would be this fucking Jesus plane for Blue 4 that Red would have no answer to. I'm curious how long it's going to take them to become disillusioned with it. And go back and realize that the F5 is superior as a fighter. No, the EE is not better. The EE is the same plane, just with a refueling probe, a bit less fuel, and an INS. And maybe a more modern RWR. That's all the EE is. There's no performance upgrade. Even the F1M doesn't have any performance upgrades. It just has avionics. And I think it still uses the same radar for the F1M. So you're going to be stuck with the same shitty, janky radar regardless.
331.
Like, I really think people were kind of deluding themselves when they thought this was going to be an amazing fighter.
On the deck. It's on your left.
And I think that that's been kind of borne out, you know, right here on stream for everyone to see. I'm not the best pilot, certainly not in this thing, because I haven't had much time in it, but...
Okay, then new targets, 275.
I know that
10 miles.
in both the F5 and the 21, I can do a lot better than this. With a lot less effort. They were expecting... so they believe the stories, like, of them clapping MiGs left and right. You know, like they focus on the fact the Iraqis were able to giraffe some Tomcats with it, ignoring the fact that the EQ is very different to a CE. But, for instance, when fucking Spud put out his video about the F1, he's talking about, oh, they killed several MiG-23s over Angola. Well, Spuddy Boy might want to check his facts, because not a single MiG-23 was shot down in air-to-air combat over Angola. And in fact, the F1s would fuck off back to base if they knew there was a MiG-23 in the area more often than not. I think there was one engagement where they ambushed one, with multiple F1s, mind you, multiple F1s, and the 23 just fucking outran all of them. Like, they shot down, I think, a couple of 21s at most, like 2, 3 at most. Most of the Angolan and Cuban aircraft losses were to fucking anti-aircraft. I think most of the South African ones were too. So it's amusing to me that people thought this was going to be some Jesus plane that would, you know, some MiG killer. Like, nah, chief.
Copy, breaking line.
F suffix on the Tornado was a big highlight. Oh, the F1 and F2 was such dumpster fires. The F3 was like an okay interceptor, but everything up to F3 was just a joke.
Yeah, where is it? Hold on, plug it up.
The French smartly realized that, yet again, a European aircraft design consortium involving the Germans and the British would be a complete fucking disaster. So they just got Dassault to make a plane instead, and they got a much better plane out of it, as usual.
You should declare before you shoot, so...
Yeah, that's what I did the last one.
Yeah.
Catch up on chat for a bit. Cockpit looks like a nightmare for air-to-air. It is! It's horrible! I love it! It's like cramped and cluttered and awful. I like this cockpit, but for air-to-air, it's truly just terrible. So the canopy frame here is very thick. The MiG-21's canopy frame is actually quite thick too, but because it's so narrow, you don't notice it. Like, the apparent width is lower, if that makes sense, on a 2D screen. A lot of this is probably less of an issue in VR. Like, if I was in VR, this would probably not be as much of a problem. But on a fucking pancake screen, like, the canopy framing is really thick. You got JUL bars, like, the JUL bars themselves aren't that bad. Oh, well, kinda. Like, look at it. So, the JUL bar ends, if I can... What's the usual... Hang on, let me look up what the flashlight bind in this is, because it varies from module to module. Alt L. Because the cockpit's so fucking dark. Ah, that still doesn't help. Never mind then. But you can kind of see, I don't know if it shows up on the stream, that's the edge of the actual canopy frame there, and then this is all sealant. Or demisting contacts or something. So you got this narrow little window to look out in the front. Your side light here is obscured by the chart light. And then you got your chronometer there, you got your fucking this shit here, this shit here. Like, it's... Okay, so good thing, AOA, accelerometer, next to the gun sight, where they need to be. I wish the Americans had learned this lesson. The Soviets sure did. I wish the Americans had learned this fucking lesson. These are where they need to be, but they do block your view somewhat. This, I would have preferred it be somewhere else. This and this, I also would have preferred be somewhere else. This, like, I wish I could kind of fold it up out the way or something, but that still only solves part of the problem, because you've still got this thick bar here, and then this, like, it's... bad visibility. Very, very bad visibility. Again, I like the plane. Like, I'm not trying to be down on the plane or down on the module, because I think they're both really nice. But as a fighter, I'm speaking, and like as an air superiority fighter, which it wasn't designed as, to be fair, it is not good. The 21, which was designed to be not air superiority technically, but frontline fighter, so like light tactical fighter, kind of air superiority, kind of light ground attack, that's good at it. The F5, which is a little export fighter, that's pretty good at it too. This thing, not really. This was actually designed as an interceptor gun. This is actually an interceptor by design, unlike the MiG-21. No, I know you meant the MiG-21, but fuck you. Certain individuals are still claiming the F1 outperforms the F5 and 21. I'd love them to show me. I would love them to demonstrate that to me. I'll hop in the F5 or the 21 and they can show me. Because I have flown this against reasonably skilled pilots in the F5 and 21 and I got absolutely fucking wrecked. I've also flown the F5 and the 21 against this, and at worst, I could hold the fight neutral. I think in the 21 I won almost every single time, usually with guns. And in the F5 it was a little more difficult, because this can go vertical better than the F5 once it's light on fuel. Once it's light on fuel. But the F5, if you keep your speed up a little higher than I tend to, it can hang with the vertical as well. Like on Enigmas last night, I had an F5 try and drag me up into a stall fight, and we both stalled at the same time, so I got no advantage out of it. The 2 fights I've had on an Enigma server with F5 so far, like close gunfights, the F5 only lost because in one case he overestimated his altitude, and he tried to tuck under in a split S and he hit the ground. The second one was a case of the air defense at my airfield covering my ass.
I'm engaged by someone.
Like, I'm sure you can win in the F1 sometimes, under some situations, but generally speaking, it's not really capable. Oh, I'm at risk of eating a wake here.
Yeah, I don't see them either.
I'm very much at risk of eating a wake here. I wish he'd stayed on his brakes a little longer.
Well, it's shooting at me.
No, we made it. We're good.
Okay, I see Tommy.
Yeah, that is on your right. MiG is chasing you. Friendly.
Hey, Bombs! Cheers to the raid, man. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody. We're sucking with confidence in the F1. Might do some hind later. You're being trolled, Evil. You're being trolled. My community are terrible. Like, you know how much of a troll I am? They're worse than me. What is my flight lead doing?
Where's the friendly?
Behind you. He's trying to line up for a shot.
Oh, please don't go in the wake.
So. Yes.
Do we have GCI going on, guys?
Yeah, we do, but not for long.
Clap 2-2, bogey dope.
Clap 2-2, friendlies are engaged. 283-45.
283 for 45, for a ball. Clap 2-2.
Zerg, are you the one flying around like you're drunk?
Negative, I just got airborne, sir.
Oh, I'm trying to form up on somebody and they're all over the place.
That's Mr. Sonic, and it's probably server lag.
It's not lag, he's just all over the place.
Okay, then he's a newbie. Tower lost friendly. You're alone.
Alright, Ross, I am autopilot on at 13,000 feet.
If you just took off, you're probably behind me. Oh! Oh, I don't have any missiles.
GG.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsie daisy.
We might be out of 9Js then. Actually, no. I just forgot to rearm, I guess. Well, guess I'm RTB.
No, he's dead. Thank you.
Good kill, good flight.
But I'm out of fuel.
Good try the road base. 090.
I think it's on par with the 21, but the 21's a better air-to-airplane. I don't think it's on par with the 21 at all. I think the 21 slaps the living shit out of it. I think the only thing this jet has going for it, in terms of air superiority, especially on Enigma server, is that it can carry... First of all, it can uncage, which is, really handy. Second of all, though, and this is the main one, the combination of an unfinished overperforming radar with perfect missile reliability. So the 530 is actually dangerous. The 530 is really the only thing it has going for it. Because it can't turn, its acceleration's pretty sluggish. It's not, like, awful, but it's not particularly challenging for a MiG-21, to be honest. Especially once the 21 starts getting light on fuel.
This is one-sided.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Actually, if you want to stay on blue, I might switch to red. To mix it up a little. I got RTB anyway, since I forgot my missiles.
I'm just gonna place Nita behind and go where they but yeah, we should balance the teams.
Didn't realize the teams have got so imbalanced.
Straight up, 150
Magic,
meters.
declare my nose.
There's not much.
See the design influences in the 2000 from this? Yeah, the cockpit especially. So this panel is literally the same in the 2000, it's just moved over here where it should be. You can see, like, a lot of the ergonomics in this, they could tell it was fucked up and they fixed it in the 2000. Like, engine instruments went over here, the actual engine starter went over here, your PCA, your weapons controls, went here, where it's accessible by your left hand, because you're going to need it. You can definitely see the improvements they made. Yeah, the 2000 is absolutely wonderful. The problem is it just stomps on these older jets too easily. We used to have it in here and it was filthy how good it was.
Alright, glide for 60 miles. Oh, let's see.
Very low here. Okay, goes the base to final overshoot. Get the flaps out. Get the gear out. I don't think there's any Avengers in this. Oh, actually there might be some at the blue fart.
Alright guys, I think I'm forced to land a road base.
What is this approach, dude? All over the fucking shop. Barely cleared the approach lights. There we go. We'll swap over to a 21, I think, just to get the teams a little more balanced. And also because I don't want to get myself too frustrated getting shot down over and over in this thing.
Magic clap 2-2 bogey dope.
No magic.
Roger.
Alright, I'm gonna hop over to red to balance up the fighters a bit.
Перезарядка по плану. Прием.
That is the bandit. He climbed into the clouds, dude. You gotta be kidding me.
Prepare yourselves, we got Zach on comms.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
Is he still there on scope?
I don't see him. Oh, there he is. On your left, 036, 3 miles. Hi.
Altitude?
Same as you now.
You're not gonna get him, Gun. You're not gonna get
On
him.
your left, 9 o'clock, cold.
Seen. Dude, what is this dumbass doing?
They're bugged out anyway. They crater the fucking
Are there
runway.
aliens there?
Negative.
What? Okay. What is going on?
Plus, there's no reason to use them. Like, genuinely, they're a meme.
Don't see it.
The only reason to ever use them is for memes.
Looking me up. Yeah. How about you turn or do something to distract him? But I'm going to Mach 1.2, and I'm barely catching.
Going to your left.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but your head works.
Do you see him, Salty?
Nope, I see Poncho. Oh, there he is. On your nose.
Yeah. No. I see him. But what is his speed?
His speed is, he's slower than you.
Yeah, a lot slower, because I'm going Mach 1.2 still. He launched!
I fucked up my switchology.
Box. Wow, he just obliterated that MiG, holy shit. And my missile literally just, like, flew past him. Insane, dude.
What a champion.
The red comms experience.
Yeah, literally champion. How do you say champion in Hungarian?
Bueno.
LWST, thanks for the follow.
That should get him.
Open stream.
Yep, down.
For any other new followers that I've missed, appreciate it, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day.
Quick.
Enjoying the show.
Anyway, next one. Why was that guy so high? Like the MiG, why was he so high? Damn, literally killed him right there. If he wasn't so high, never have died.
Poncho is, I believe, new to the game. Or new to the league.
Okay, well, anyway, you see any others?
Hey, Zabby.
There's one guy RTBing, but the others are probably still at the BC.
Oh.
Put it in chat, show everyone.
Prime again.
Well, I wasn't at home, I was working. I mean, I have no work until Tuesday, though, so I can play for the
Timetable's
weekend,
in your
but
map? Don't think so.
Making that money, I'm just like you, Salty, except I don't get...
It's all Bexo, so they know what they're doing. In chat, yeah, go ahead and post it in chat.
If you don't get enemies in your way while working in a career, then you're doing something wrong.
But no, here's the thing, I do my job pretty excellently, and also they need my labor way more than I need their compensation, so they're, they'd never fire me.
That's why I'm still working there, because they need my work. But of course I'm replaceable, as everyone.
So am I, but nobody's as funny as me in that job, so they keep me.
exploit my coworkers. So well, something must be happening.
It's because you've got a dependent to feed your ego.
Exactly.
I was wondering where Boss Mom went.
I'm just about to take off.
Well, Salty, they were so stacked and now they've all disconnected and died.
How does that work? Because every time you show up, something like that happens.
And literally, I was so excited
Oh,
to go
don't-
like, smack
don't.
Ross with guns.
Don't give him that idea. He'll think they're disconnecting because of him. We don't need that.
Bless you.
I didn't, but thank you anyways, Salty.
And I'll try to place another radar.
Yeah, please try to do that before you go to sleep and the sun rises in Hungary the next morning.
It's Saturday, so it's good.
Yeah, I know, so you don't even have work, Salty. You absolute.
Yeah, how come I don't work at weekends? Shame on me.
I don't work on weekends, and I'm in the restaurant.
You won't get any of the good tips.
No, I work kitchen, so I don't get tips regardless.
You don't share them? Or the crew doesn't share them?
They share them all, the front crew. There's only one person that works up front. But that's why I get paid more than everybody up front, because I don't get any tips.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I took a 50 cal hit, and now I'm really scared. There's tanks all over here, by the way, all over where I'm flying.
Oh, very nice.
Anyway, how was
Very,
prime
very
time?
nice.
If it was something that I missed.
We had Fight Island where Red dominated.
Love it. Love to see it, love to hear it.
And after that we switched here to 2 towns and Blue Team dominated the first half.
Do we not have fuel tanks in this mission?
Doesn't look like it.
What do you say?
Do we not have fuel tanks?
No, we don't, yeah.
God damn
We
it.
only have the 400 liter.
Oh, we got
Better not being
400s?
the 400 liter, but
Shit, okay.
yeah.
Well, if I'd known that, I would have taken one, but whatever. We'll get some
I said
altitude
it in chat earlier, but
so that we aren't burning all our fucking fuel on the way in.
yeah, I was looking at my fuel gauge being like, what? Are you in a helicopter, Shelby?
April?
Okay. Anyway, Poncho, somebody told me you're new.
What do you mean new?
New to the 21.
New to the 21?
So I was told that information.
I gave birth to the person that designed the MiG-21, mate.
Okay.
Now I've had it for a while. Why would you think I'm new to the 21?
I didn't think that. I was just told that again, as I said.
I'm a veteran, mate. Just a bit rusty, that's all.
Alright. Oh, I just died.
Don't look at my fucking score or anything. Just keep in mind, I'm a bit rusty.
Also the F1 is new and overpowered.
Oh, fucking...
Yeah, they got, dude, they have stingers
So we don't
out
actually
the
have
ass.
a good one.
Over their territory, yes.
Yeah.
But not on the bullseye.
Wow, Zach
Yeah,
overextending? Who would have thought?
Well, I mean, I wasn't, like, going as far as their FARP, but even much before their FARPs, they got stingers. Kind of by their artillery emplacement, shit. There's some guy on the other team named Belarisha. But he's flying a blue aircraft. Disgusting.
Look, the comrade is very confused, okay?
Salty EWR 1.
On it.
You know that orangutan meme? Of the orangutan sitting on the sofa? Right, that's literally me right now. Ren EWR.
EWR, got anything on the radar for Poncho?
The guy who was doing that is an helicopter.
Shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
21
the appropriate thing here would be to crack the chill, but I'm too tired.
Thanks, Gun, I think. Cheers, man.
Did you know, Ross, if you look at the safety cover for weapons launch on the stick, it says SSSR. Why does it say the country?
No. It's RSSB.
Oh, it is RSSR.
It's the B is kind of faded, but it's reversed as well. Remember, like it's mirrored.
Oh, yeah.
But it's rockets, guided missiles, and bombs. I used to think it did say that though. I thought it was like Stellana versus Assera, which is made in the USSR. I was like, why is that written on the fucking trigger guard? But no, it's just.
Literally.
You can see it on the nuke control panel too, because the function switch that controls what the trigger actually actuates has the same thing.
Oh, I'm taking off.
We got no EWR and no GCI, and they have both. I feel very naked.
Did they fix the Mirage negative weight glitch yet?
No.
But they literally, they employed a patch today and yesterday, and it wasn't
Yeah.
in any of those. Love it, dude.
Well, it probably means it's a really hard bug to squash then. Because it would be top priority, I'd imagine. Or it should be.
Yeah. Shoot.
EWR when?
It's coming right up.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Oh, I gotta go through the whole menu to talk to it though. $249 for 40. Holy shit, there's a guy near our fucking airbase. Or I guess in the mountains between it and the fucking objective. friendly there as well.
Who got split? Yeah, the guy at the fork, red fork.
What happened?
Mirage at red fork.
At our farm?
Yes.
I'm still getting call-outs from that direction.
One Australian guy on it.
Oh,
Thanks for the AWR, you king.
yes, and he's about to get eagled.
Tally on radar.
I believe he's going down.
He's going down? Damn, still issue.
Man, bad shot him.
Genius. What else do you think happens when you wander into our farm?
Probably didn't realize where he was. Fucking situational awareness on that jet is so bad.
One Mirage fresh out of the DC.
So back up. Wait, so the Mirage at the farm got, marked?
I know, right?
The flames.
Also, Saber. Now at the blue artillery.
Oh god. Legitimately hate fighting those things, dude. I always have. Maybe I should turn my nav lights on.
Got contact on scope. About 120 from me. Faded.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying, but I think.
he's low.
Yeah, he's dropped off EWR and dropped off my radar.
Oh, server lag. Jesus. On your nose, Rossman. 2 miles. Everyone's lagging out. Yeah, behind you now, Rossman. Server is shitting the bed. You could leave the Saber and go for the Mirage, Rossman.
Oh, that's a Saber I merged with?
Or you can come back to Daddy's Acrix.
Where is it?
With Rossman. Yeah, 267.
267.
The Saber is on your... yeah. Saber is really close to you, but you're faster.
Never mind. You got me anyway. 9B. Yep, proof got me. I feel like people forget the Saber has missiles and it can do that. I needed to know he was in range. Because if I'd known he was in range, I wouldn't have fucking straightened out. I would have just kept turning.
Перезарядка по плану. Прием.
To kill Alter. Alter. Defend.
Командир, оружие.
They have 9Bs, remember?
My man died to a Gare.
I didn't know he was in range. If I'd known he was in range, I wouldn't have fucking straightened out.
Hold on, I see the Mirage. I'm gonna go for the Mirage. Oh shit, hold on. How is Alpha doing against the Saber? Is he still alive?
Still alive.
Oh my god, on your six, turn!
Oh man.
Oh god, dude, Mirage almost just gunned the MiG. Is this Tau? Was he trying to gun the...
Yeah, that's Tau.
I lied, dude. I beat Tau so many times in the F-14 yesterday, BFMing. That shit was funny.
I lost the Saber.
King, man, come on, let's go Tau.
The Mirage is following you out.
Mirage Fox. Well, red.
Is there a chance?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Saber behind you.
I mean, what is he gonna do? I'm turning.
Yeah, how close? Really close.
Really close?
Good thing I just remembered.
Okay, the F1 is dead.
Okay.
Gun dead. Yeah, I know. Dude, I literally just took Tau's wing and sent it to the next dimension. Oh, this is great, Salty. What do I even do here?
You go back to 233.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Oh, was it a rhetorical question?
Yes. Oh no, what am I doing, dude? I'm literally throwing.
Hello?
When we were playing the other day off stream, I wish you guys could have heard comms. It was something.
I see, or I actually
I'm dying is what is happening. I'm literally dying. Dude, yeah, I hate the Saber, dude. Oh my god, what a dog shit. Oh, he's... Oh, okay, he's like hit my right wing to like the end of time.
Hey, Maple.
Well, now I'm going to 233, like you told.
Told ya.
Doing pretty well.
He's hit my right wing so bad that...
Well, I'm not flying well,
but
but
up
otherwise good.
I'm just making him waste ammo, it's just so funny.
He's actually catching up to you.
Well, he also hit my engine, so my burner is just like non-effective. And I'm just making him waste ammo, it's just so funny. He just can't hit me.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just doing barrel rolls and he can't hit me. Did he overshoot? Where'd he go?
Still behind you.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. I'm gonna make him run out of ammo. It's gonna be so...
See, if they implemented actual comms jamming as a thing in DCS, it wouldn't affect red because we're used to it. Because we have Zach to deal with.
No SA6, only Manpad. And some where's the Manpad? The Manpad is 253, 5 miles.
I'm running him out of ammo.
After that, you will turn south towards the shortcut.
Where's the Manpad?
1 o'clock, 3 miles. Edge of the forest.
Okay. I think he's out of ammo. I think I run him out of ammo, dude.
Okay, now turn south into the canyon.
Oh, I think I know what's happening. The
I need to go full left rudder.
green screen has got sunlight coming through it just enough that the track IR is freaking out.
Okay. Where's the Manpad now?
It's not firing. There are some shortcuts on your left.
Ramson has let me down!
See the video of him ignored advice production on the F-14's extremely overrated UFO propaganda video? No, I didn't.
Where is he going? He's flying southwest.
Are we back? Have we returned? I don't know what the fuck happened there. My internet had a moment. It's very annoying. Well, we'll jump back in the server. Hopefully the chat bot will actually catch up. I might need to restart it here. Can someone drop something in chat just so I can see if my chat bot's synced up? Oh, there we go. Okay. No audio. Should be. Are you sure? You guys should have sound. I don't know why it wouldn't be giving you any. It's everything on my end is fine, so unless Twitch is fucked up. Double check. Oh, hang on. No. The fuck?